Hi, if you're looking for the usual Rider Waite Tarot, but you want the ultimate vibrant colors, two decks come to mind, the Universal Waite Tarot deck and the Radiant Rider Waite Tarot. So I wanted to show both of these options on my channel. The Universal Tarot Waite Tarot deck, it's going to come in this kind of card. It's a regular standard tarot card with, this is the cover of the art with the stars. Really pretty. And then you have the Radiant, which is speckles of yellow on a navy background. And this is more black with stars. So that's the difference in the backings, each equally very pretty. I wanted to do a rundown of what the actual card differences are between them. So again, this is the Universal Waite, this one, and the Radiant, this is the back of this one. And here we'll go through each card. I'll pull them up one by one so you can see the difference. Radiant is on the right, and this is Universal Waite. And if you could see Universal Waite, it has different type on the bottom, the Fool in capital letters. Here the Fool is in littler letters over here. And you could see some differences with the Sun, Universal Waite, it's more glorious over here. There's little differences, and the blues are clearer, and this is the Radiant. So definitely, even up here, the 0, it's on the white border. The 0 is literally in the picture itself. So there are little differences like that. So if you're looking for vibrant colors, I wanted to show a side-by-side of each card. If you're looking for vibrant colors of your Radiant Rider Waite or Universal Waite, these two decks, really, when you want more color, these are the ones that you go for. So these are the differences. I'll go through each card. The Magician. So you have the Universal and the Radiant. And see, they're different. And this is the Universal, has this glow around the Magician. The coloring is a little different on each one. And if you zoom in, you could see even the expressions on their faces are different. So it's all about your preference, but I thought this could be interesting to do a side-by-side of what the differences are as we go through the cards. The High Priestess. So again, the type is different on the bottom. On the top, it's on the white border. Here on the Universal Waite, it's within the picture itself. And in the images itself, there are slight differences in the coloring. So you have to see what you gravitate towards if you want a high colored deck. The Empress. Here you can really see a difference in the background, even the color in the heart here. It's just interesting to see side by side. The Emperor. The Hierophant. Even their color of their hair down here is different, the little hair that they have. The Lovers. His hair is different up here. The Sun is different. It's just interesting what your eyes instantly catch that's different. And then you could see, you know, what's pulling you in the typeface and the colors. If you're going for a colored deck, which one appeals to you more? The Chariot. I myself couldn't decide, and that's why you see me with two decks. I have both the decks. Strength card. The Hermit. The coloring is very different. Much darker on the Radiant than this one. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Really different person in there. The Hangman. The background's completely different on the Radiant. The Death card. Temperance. Oops. So that's completely different, that image in there. It's really interesting to see side by side. The blue is definitely deeper here. The illumination around her head's different. It's just interesting what you notice. But the wings here are brighter on the Universal Waite. So it's interesting, even though this is the Radiant, some colors are actually more brilliant on the Universal Waite. But then the blues are deeper here. You know, it's just interesting, the differences. Universal Waite, the Devil, he's much darker. It's interesting what leaps out right away. The Tower. The Star. Her coloring is different, the sky is different, and the pictures are deeper here. The Moon card, the shade of the sky is much different. It's really cool to see side by side. The Sun. The Sun's expression's different. Sunflowers. The cape is a little more ruffled over here and deeper. Just a matter of preference. Judgment. It's just interesting, everybody talks about the Radiant, but the Universal Waite is just as vibrant in its own way. The World, much deeper blue on the Radiant. The type on the bottom is so much different. Now we get into the Pentacles. See how bold this Ace of Pentacles is in the bold, capitalized, and here it's just Pentacles, and the Ace is up here. So on the Universal Waite, everything is written on the bottom for the suits, and up here it's the Ace, and down here is the Pentacles. And here on the Radiant, there's that illumination of the hand, much deeper sky. Two of Pentacles, much deeper sky blue. I mean, that's very noticeable. Three of Pentacles, richer coloring now in the Radiant. Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. The stained glass on the Universal really pops. And here on the 5, it just says 5. It doesn't say Pentacles anywhere. Just so you know. So now when in Universal, it's just going to have the 6 of Pentacles. It's just going to have a 6 here. There's nothing saying it's Pentacles. You're just going to know from the image. Here on the Radiant, it does still say 6 on top, Pentacles on the bottom. So if that makes a difference to you, then you'll know instantly which one to get if you still need to have the suit name on the bottom somewhere. And the Pentacles, the coloring of the Pentacles is a little different. Here it's much more yellow. 7 of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. The sky is really the big difference on the Radiant. The 9 of Pentacles. Seems much richer color on this one. 10 of Pentacles. Much more purpley on the Radiant. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, so now we're back to Knight of Pentacles all on the bottom, and up here it will say Knight, and down here it will say Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. The coin looks bigger to me. King of Pentacles. In some instances, this card seems darker. Now we're into Swords. So the Swords definitely, the Radiant, you know, has this rich purple background. And the Universal, it's clear white. This has the illumination of the hand. I like that in the card. It's hard to choose between the two of them, to be honest, because some of the cards are richer on the other side than they are on the other. Two of Swords, but definitely going again, the Radiant will have the swords, you know, we'll say 2 on top and the swords on the bottom, and this, now we're into this suits, it's not going to say swords, but you'll know from the image. But if you need that on your pips, don't buy the Universal Waite, because it won't say the swords on the bottom. 3 of Swords, oopsie, 3 of Swords, definitely richer on the Radiant now. This kind of gives the mood. Almost looks like raining. 4 of Swords. 5 of Swords. 6 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Sneaky card. 'This is interesting. 8 of Swords. Definitely more blue on the Radiant. 9 of Swords, Nightmare card. Even the quilt is different. The swords are a little bluer tinge on this one, and the nightgown. Then we have the 10 of Swords. The steel on the sword seems a little bluer on the Radiant, but not by much. Then we go into the Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Tree actually looks green here. And this is black. Definitely richer sky in the Radiant. Then we have the Queen of Swords. Again, I don't know why my eye immediately goes, the tree is actually green. Which is like refreshing, if you could see. Instead of like a black shadow of a tree. It's actually green, blue sky. But then the expression on the Universal Waite is more facial features than on the other one. It's hard to decide. That's why I have both. I keep saying that, but I couldn't decide between the two. So if you have a stark preference, it'll be much easier to choose. King of Swords. Again, it's just going to say the whole thing on the bottom of the Universal Waite, and on the Radiant, it's the King up top, Swords on the bottom. Definitely richer blues on the Radiant. Here we go. Now Ace of Cups. The Radiant, I love when there's an illumination of the hand, and definitely richer blue. And I love the water, so I prefer the Ace of Cups of the Radiant on this one. 2 of Cups. 3 of Cups. seem nicer in the Radiant. Four of Cups. And even the guy seems different. Look at how different. I prefer the Universal Waite facial expressions. Facial. And let's see the cups close up. They're a little yellower on the Universal. Then we have the Five of Cups. The cloak is different. He's illuminated here. And definitely yellower golder cups on the Universal. Oops, my thing is falling. Then we have the Six of Cups. We have Seven of Cups. Deeper sky, darker sky on the Radiant, for sure. Let me fix this a little bit. Everything's going to fall down in about 2 minutes. Eight of Cups. I just know the difference in the cup color. Just as much, again, I keep saying, but it's much more yellow and gold, see? So this is the Radiant, and this is the Universal Waite. Then we have the Nine of Cups. Oops. Nine of Cups. Even the curtain is a different color, blue, orangier. Nine of Cups. And even his face is different. See, the face on the Radiant is much different than the expression on the Universal Waite. You could see it better on the Universal. Okay, oh look, the Rainbow of Cups. Really pretty. Page of Cups. Wearing a totally different outfit, it seems. Knight of Cups. Definitely, if you want bluer deck, Radiant is the way to go. But again, with the Universal, the Knight of Cups, you know, it has beautiful coloring as well. Queen of Cups. King of Cups. And again, I want to stress, like, the faces are different. That's the King of Cups, and so, you know, that's different. Interesting. Okay, now we're in the Wands, Ace of Wands. Again, still much more blue, purpler tones in this Radiant deck than the Universal. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. Four of Wands. The Wands look much different. They're much browner here for the Universal than the Radiant. Five of Wands. Back to darker blues for the Radiant. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. Let's see the face. Yeah, it's different. Interesting. Okay, Eight of Wands. Again, it's not going to say Wands anywhere on the card, but on the Radiant, it says it on the bottom. And also, this is the Roman numerals, and here I will just say 8, you know, 8 Wands. That's a difference too. Nine of Wands. Ten of Wands. Page of Wands. We're almost done. Queen of Wands. Look at the difference. Let's see her face. And then the King of Wands. Much blacker throne. The wand color is different. So that's the difference. And the backs of the cards, again, this is the Universal Waite Tarot. The back of the deck, it looks like this. White border. Again, I'll say it all in capital letters on the bottom, Knight of Wands. And on the pips, it's not going to have any kind of mention of wand suits or anything. It's just going to have the Roman numerals on top. This is the Radiant, the blue. So these are the differences in the backs of the cards. The Radiant will have the King Wand, the suit on the bottom. Much bluer tones. But the coloring, you know, they're very radiant between them, I have to say. I mean, if you're looking for a vibrant colored deck, either of the two are very vibrant. These are the back of the cards if you have a preference of that. And if you need to find it, this is the Universal Waite Tarot deck. This was the one that was, you know, the drawings are Pamela Coleman Smith. It's recolored by Mary Hanson Roberts. This is the Radiant Rider Waite Tarot, US Games. This has all been based on the drawings also of Pamela Coleman Smith, but those were the two most colorful decks that you can get of the Rider Waite Tarot. And I just wanted to do a quick comparison and show you the differences and what the backs of the cards look like, what each card looks like, the differences in the colors, and see if which one you gravitate towards. But once you learn the symbolic, you know, whether you have this one, later I'll be posting the original tarot from Rider Waite as well. I just wanted to show really the colorful ones, the two that people really talk about when they have vibrant colors, and if you are really looking for a colorful deck. So these are the two that are most talked about, and everything else, and I'll be showing other versions on my channel as well. But whether you're a beginner, you're experienced, looking for new decks, you can't go wrong with these. And they're a good card stock. Have them a long time. Enjoy them for years to come. Check out my channel for other close-up reviews, and take care. Bye-bye.